This is the Meike MK-Z7G grip for the Nikon Z6 and Z7 cameras. Let's see how much it weighs. 94 grams or 3 3/8 ounces. It's made out of aluminum on the bottom, and on top it's plastic. The finish here is a pattern plastic. It's a hard plastic as opposed to the soft rubber of the Nikon. Now some of you might be wondering how the battery door attaches to it and how it's removed from the Nikon. So basically you just open the door and it comes right off. It's that easy. And if you want to put it back on, it's just as easy to reinstall. Now to install the battery door to the grip, all you have to do is put one end of the pin in and the other end, and that's it. Here's a close-up of the battery compartment opening so that you can compare the two. They're very similar. Now I'm sure some of you might be wondering, well, what happens to the weatherproofing then? Well, that is a concern I had, and there is no gasket on the bottom of here. However, you can leave the battery compartment door on the camera and put the grip on top of it. And you won't be able to get the battery out as easily, but you can still use the USB port to charge the battery. And another way you could deal with the weather sealing issue is that you could put a thin piece of a rubber gasket around this area on the bottom of the grip, and that should seal it against any moisture that might want to creep in. So this is what it looks like with the grip installed over the battery door. And here's what it looks like with the battery door installed on the grip. So to install the battery, you just open the door and just place the battery in. The yellow latch on the camera will hold the battery in, and then you can just close the door. The bottom of the plate has 2 holes for mounting to a tripod or other accessories. And the bottom also acts as a plate for certain tripods that will accept this style of mount. So I have here on the right a Nikon D810, and with the Z6 with the grip, it actually looks like the thumb position is a little higher, so it gives your hand more space, especially for that pinky. It gives your pinky a place to rest. Note the location of the rear command dial and the thumb rest. The overall fit of this grip is really good. If I were to be super picky, I would say that I could feel a little bit of a ridge right here. And it would be nice if this finish were soft rubber like the rest of the camera instead of hard plastic. But it's actually pretty good. I might use a Dremel tool to try to file this area down just to make it perfectly smooth here. But it's not that bad. So with the camera weighing 1,644 grams, the 94 grams that the grip adds is imperceptible. But the grip gives you something more substantial to hold, especially if you have larger hands. To change the battery, all you do is open the door, push in the yellow lever, and the battery just pops out. And remember, if you're concerned about the weather sealing loss of using the grip, you can install the grip on top of the battery cover while the battery cover is installed on the camera. You just wouldn't be able to remove it as easily. But good thing Nikon lets you charge their battery through USB. The grip looks good, fits well, and the only con I can think of is sometimes I like to put my camera on a surface and just let it record video. So the grip is going to make it tilt because one side is lower than the other. So that's the only real con I can think of, other than the weather sealing. But the weather sealing con can be dealt with by mounting the grip over the battery door, and maybe I can carry like a mini tripod or put a book under it or something. But overall, I like it. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.